question is, why would I not put a rocket on a bike?
I try to be supportive and excited, but I have a hard time hiding what's on my face.
I want to have fun. I'm a kid at heart. I'm 60, but I still want to fly.
When he wanted to start involving our daughter, I had to go, how safe is this?
Some things you do in life, not because it makes sense, but because it's fun. You know, it's hard to explain. Either you got the fire or you don't.
Everything is having to do with rockets or building something extreme. And it's good because it keeps him occupied. He needs something to do. He cannot sit still.
I grew up in Huntsville, Alabama. We didn't quite fit in. The neighbors referred to our family as the barbarians. We were that family, rode around the station wagon on the garbage night, and we got resources. We brought them home. My dad was always an inventor. In fact, he had these books called The Amateur Scientist and Henley's Formulas. I secretly would get in these books, and they would tell you how to do really dangerous stuff. The math I didn't get, but I always wanted to learn as much as I could about rockets.
This is where all the great thinking takes place.
And when you get tired, what do you do?
Oh, lay down.
Oh, okay. There's a bed. This is a big thinker here.
Right. This is just where I do a lot of my design work, and I got rockets, and here's one of my latest I'm working on.
We met when I was in 11th grade. I didn't know him. I was new at this high school in Huntsville. And I was sitting on the bleachers in PE, and I look across the gym and I see this guy, and he's a dork. I mean, he is skinny, and he's got these wire rim glasses on, and just weird. And he's walking towards me. I'm like, nowhere to go. So he's walking up towards me, and he sits down kind of below me, and he looks up and he says, "Are you married?" And I'm like, no. I'm in 11th grade, and this is high school. We're in a gym. What are you asking? And he walks off, and I thought, that guy's a nut. So 2 years later, one of my best friends in high school happened to be his next door neighbor, and she introduced us, and my first impression was right. The rockets were around a lot, and he was always fascinated with them. You know, they didn't have any money when he was growing up. He didn't. So he would just make things out of, you know, like old gas cans and things. He'd try to create his own.
Him?
Yeah.
I'm not responsible. I'm alleviating myself from all responsibilities because you told me to open the chute too soon.
No, it's just going 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
So it was always a quest for me to do something amazing with not much money. So it would later lead to an amateur space shot that would end up in the Guinness Book of World Records that we built in my home shop. These dreams, they were small, but they got bigger and bigger. And I saw that later when I went to work for the commercial spaceship program called Spaceship One, the first commercial spaceship. I got asked point blank by Burt Rutan. He calls me and says, "Hey, get your stuff. You moved to Mojave. I want you to lead my rocket propulsion." I didn't realize how big of a deal it would ultimately be. There is a sensitivity, and you don't really know how much it's costing you in terms of contracts to be that guy who's wanting to have fun.
Different people have different interests, and so I think he sees the fun projects as a way to be creative. You can even see that with the kinds of projects that he's done. They're just kind of wild things that a lot of people don't normally do with rockets. When I was 7, we made the first rocket bike, and again, that was just a product of me hanging out with my dad. My mom was supportive, but she was always a little bit tense when it came to these things, and probably more than she let on to me.
I find that humor is the best way to deal with it sometimes, because I'm more like someone's going to get hurt, or I don't understand why you want to go so fast and blow things up. Some of that is like testosterone. So I know it's just something in him. So I'm trying to understand that.
The journey is more important almost than the destination. I don't feel like I'm arrived anywhere yet. There's a lot of history. I look back, and then it's very quickly I'm looking forward. I'm like, okay, what's over the hill? There's still more. Let's keep going.
I think that there's a teacher inside of him somewhere, but it can't be a normal teacher. There's no lesson plans. There's no planning at all. It's just, I'm the fun teacher. That's in him somewhere.
I'm always going to work, man, and I'm going to share what I know. The next 10 years, 20 years, I hope to be building crazy projects with the local young people so they can do something that's incredibly different.